going on? Anybody else caffeinated? Why does... At some point, I'm going to figure out this whole live streaming thing. Some of them... Ooh, somebody sent me flames. Sick teacher day 2. Oh my goodness, feel better. Feel better. Hey, it's Lee Benjamin. How you doing? You still out in the field? I'm so jealous of your run times. Crushing it. Facebook makes me look huge. So, what's going on in the news today? Anything good? That's what we're here for. We're here to find good things. Good things. Oh, thank you for buying a badge. You're so kind. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Paige. Mia Lee, hello. Thank you for sending stars. Oh my goodness. Jiminy Christmas, thank you. I just almost poured this all the way down my throat. Hello from Florida. Hi, what's going on? So, pick a card, pick a card. I won't know. Please come to Right Pat. I'm working on coming to Right Pat. Rob Collins has a weird true story from the Air Force that no one believes. What is it? Do I have to put my hood up? Is it scary? What's with the cards? I just want something to do with my hands, Clarissa. And I would appreciate it if you would explain it all. I wanted to do, have I been to Fort Carson? I think so. Oh, hey, Bruce is here. Ooh. Carriage. Mr. America. Ooh. Hi. I don't know. I think I've been to Fort Carson, but oh, sorry. Okay. Go ahead. Go about your business. He won't. Bruce doesn't like it when anything else gets brushed. So. Why am I wearing my snow jacket indoors? Why not? I don't really need to, nobody needs to tell me what to do. Hi, Angels Among Us. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so, your husband's 25 years older. Nice. Bag him in. Did you marry yours for money too? Okay, so what I like to do in the morning is just kind of hang out, see how everybody's doing. Heather, that's it. I feel like if I say that on the live stream, they'll kick me out. I like to hang out with everybody. I'm trying to figure out the live streaming thing. I've now got a camera hooked up to YouTube. I don't really know what that means. When I look at it, it kind of looks like it's a bad quality. I don't know why. We're really just trying to do the best we can every day. And we're trying to do just a little bit more. All right, let's hear Rob's crazy story. I'm blind reading this, Rob. So if this ends up getting me canceled, I'm coming to live with you. In 1974, I was shown a car illegally parked in the Keesler Air Force Base motor pool. It had 1993 tags. It turned out to be my car from 1991 with 2-year tags. I am banned from leaving the USA. That's super funny. There's cars at You know what? Let's just blow this popsicle stand. McGuire Air Force Base. Because I run every day, okay? I ran every day for a long time. I run on base a lot of the time. There's cars on McGuire Air Force Base that have been parked for years. Absolutely years. Years and years and years. And they don't move at all. Do not move. And they have wigs in them. I know, weird turn of events. I don't know why there's wigs. But sometimes they do, oh, Mia, you're so sweet. You don't have to send anything. You get, just hanging out with us is great. It's nice to have you. Hi from Scotland. I'm listening to Fern Brady's book right now. She's cool. You're cool. Welcome to the party. I wanted to do, here's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to have my fire. I have a fire pit outside, and I wanted to have a fire pit and chat, but then I couldn't figure it out, and I was like, I'm just putting it off. Just trying to make it perfect. Did I just join? You said McGuire Air Force Base. Yes, McGuire Air Force Base. There's cars that have been parked there for years. I also pulled, when I left McGuire Air Force Base, I pulled a prank. And I still haven't been called out on it yet. And I wonder if it's still on the go, on the prank go. What up? Hi from Norfolk. Jacket makes you sweat in Florida. I'm sorry. I used to, hi Raven, nice to see you. I used to, when I was a kid, I would put blankets on, and my grandma would lose her mind, and she'd pull the blanket off, and she'd say, "You're making me hot." Like, I can't make you hot, only you can make you hot. Wouldn't the MPs have them towed, Trish? So sometimes on base, oh my God, I just looked at these cards, and there's like really weird symbols on them. Sometimes on military bases, thank you for sending a rose, Blender. Focus! Sometimes on military bases, what happens is that they will, like, a new commander will come in and he'll be like, "Why are all these abandoned cars here?" And then security forces will they'll go and they'll start tagging them, or there'll be like some issue where they have been there for like a really long time. Sometimes it's people that were deployed. They're supposed to be deployed lots. Like there's supposed to be systems. The systems aren't perfect. However, it's not often that you see the same cars over years that are never moved, that the tags are expired, and they have wigs in them. Kelly Phillips, you're sending me stars. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, Fred. Hello. So yeah, I'm just blowing the gap, blowing it all up. They're there. I used to look at them all the time. I'm not saying they should be towed. I don't know whose they are, but it just makes me wonder, how do we not go, hey, these cars haven't moved in years. They're full of wigs. Are they dead? Are the people dead? Where are they? You have a car, Raven, you got a car that's had a boot on it, it's been there for months. Like, it even has a boot on it. Ugh. Even the 1991 future is the past now. It's true. It's true. It's true. Affordable Armory, if you're still watching me on YouTube, can you tell me if the quality is absolutely garbage? It's driving me nuts. Can somebody just not come into my life and say, I will fix all of these things for you, please? I will make it so, I just want to be able to click a button and then go on to all these things and talk to everybody and say, hey, how you doing? Oh my goodness, Mac McCarty sending me stars. Thank you, you're so sweet. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, YouTube looks great. Thank you, Audrey. Appreciate it. All right, what other things can we blow up? Not literally, social media, don't algorithmically kick me off. These are the best coats. There's not a person argue with you could come into my house right now and slap me with a fish, and I would say, then you could say, I'll slap you with a fish unless you tell me that coat is not the best coat in the world, and I'll say that was a confusing way to say that, but you're wrong. This is the best coat in the world. Yeah, it's bulky. Yeah, it's got buttons that make you seem like a Victorian gentleman. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, Jennifer, you're sending me stars. Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. It's so sweet. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning. Look, this doubled up. What if I had nothing on underneath? Oh, jeez. I'm always injuring myself. There was a brief moment there where I was like, as I was doing this, I thought, I do have clothes on, right? I do have clothes on. I have a lifelong fear that I'm going to go out outside without pants on. Accidentally. I injured myself and then I got distracted. Okay. I have a shirt on. Inside, nice, got all kinds of, let's see what size this is. I could do with a smaller one. Large. Yeah. Ugh. Best coat. Best coat ever. Injured. Yesterday, how did I get injured? I got injured, we found out there was a hack online to open up a can, and it was to take a spoon and do it, and then the spoon went into me, so. If you ever get one of these coats, you gotta keep it. Oh, what brand is it? Government? What brand is the coat? I think it's Government. Let's see who actually does make it. You can get them at like military surplus stores. Oh, it does have a brand. DJ Manufacturing Corporation. Parka, extreme cold weather, type N-3B. Dry clean only. Do not tumble dry hood. Okay, calm down. Oh, it's okay, Jean. I appreciate that. But it's a par for the course of my life. Good morning from Austria. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, you sent a rose. Thank you, just me. Thank you. Okay. Let's try to find some facts for today. That was fun when we had some random facts yesterday. Yes, you should get a jacket like this, Carrie. Why not? Go to an Army Navy store or probably buy them online. Hello from Egypt. Oh, hello. Hi from Chicago. Chicago, this would be a great jacket for this. Stealth Girl says even Michigan isn't cold enough for that coat. This is probably not edible. Tell your man the BAH takes care of the electricity. You would be appalled if you knew how hot my house actually was. It's very warm. It's almost constantly warm. Except at night. Ooh, here's a fun fact. All the electricity powering the internet weighs the same as an apricot. No, thank you. That's weird. Honey badgers can turn around 180 degrees in their own skin, to attack whatever's attacking them. I'll come back to Maryland, no worries. That is an odd fact. Here's this. What is here? Okay, top 10. I want you to tell me what you think. These are the top 10 most unbelievable facts. Let's see what you think. Let's see how unbelievable you think this is. Number 1, snakes can predict earthquakes. Anybody know that? Did anybody here know? I've never heard that fact, that snakes can predict earthquakes. Did you know that snakes have a sixth sense? All I knew about them is that they were gross. That's it. I don't want them. I'm not trying to get rid of them. I'm not saying no more snakes. I'm saying go be peaceful on your own. If I see a snake in person, I'll say, hey, you're gross, but good luck. Clarissa has heard that snakes can predict earthquakes and explained it all. Snakes are amazing. Hello from the Bahamas. Hello. These slithery creatures can sense an upcoming earthquake from a staggering 75 miles up to 5 whole days before it happens. 5 whole days. Why? This is what every day I feel like I go on a rant. We don't use things properly. The world is full of all of the answers. If we can just accept that snakes can predict earthquakes and we use them to predict earthquakes 5 days in advance, are we able to predict them 5 days in advance? It's a great question, Beach Bum. What are the signs that a snake gives? And I think they send us a letter. Fun fact, Switzerland has no sea borders, but they have a navy. I wonder how well trained they are. Do they train in bathtubs? What do they do? Don't crop that out and send that to Switzerland. That'd be out of context, and I don't need the Swiss after me. My son's drill sergeant is too strict. How do I tell them to calm down? Oh, you just tell them just how good of a boy he is. He's such a good boy. You don't need to yell at my boy. But if we could use snakes as a barometer for earthquakes and get people out of the way, employ snakes. They could wear ties. We learned yesterday that ties actually restrict the blood flow to your brain by 10% almost. So maybe it's not the greatest of ideas. Are snakes better at predicting earthquakes than us? These are my questions. They could wear a hat. They could wear snakes could wear a tie and a hat, and we could employ them. This is what I mean. The cat's looking at me like I'm crazy. We need to use people to all of their proper advantages. So I think this all the time. I see patterns in ways that other people do not see patterns. I thought everybody could do it. They can't do it. And it's just pathetic in the way that they don't see the patterns in the way that their lives are going to go. If you could take, for example, the autistic people that are really good at seeing patterns, we're basically psychics. But nobody listens because they're like, how would you know that? And then it happens and you're like, oh, remember when I told you that 2.5 years ago? And I said we need to do something about it because this is going to be bad. And you were like, no. It's the same as with snakes. Where on the body would the snake wear the tie? I think just up his, it would be a bow tie. Snakes in a bow tie? Oh my God. Okay. So some of you knew that one. Oh, this next one is stupid. I don't like it. Lego minifigures have the largest population on Earth. If these tiny, colorful characters were humans, they'd have the biggest population on Earth. Great. It's nowhere near. You led with snakes can find earthquakes, and then you went into Lego minifigures. Snakes need love too. Astronauts, number 3. Here's another good one. Astronauts grow taller in space. It's not a bad one. Half of the mini Lego community is in my son's room. Don't step on them. That's real painful. Oh, thank you, Nicole. You're so sweet. Okay. Sorry, distracted. Astronauts grow taller in space. I don't mind that. Let me also tell you my opinion. This is my full-on opinion. It will never change. I don't need to go to space. Do you need to go to space? Do any of you need to go to space? Are you like, yeah, if I'm given the opportunity to go up into space, you know, when the Bezoses and the Musks were up there going into space all the time, or the edge of space, or whatever you want to say. All right, you guys say you would go. Space is cool. I'm not saying it's not cool. I think it's awesome. I'm saying I don't need to go. I don't need to be there. There's certain things that I think are cool, that like going to the bottom of the ocean, to the Mariana Trench and checking that out and seeing the little fish that have the little, you know what I mean? Have you seen those? The fish that have their own little light bulb? I wouldn't go, but I'm interested. I would think of myself going. Anglerfish, yeah. Space smells like barbecue. Who hated this jacket, Hercules? You banish them from your life. You tell them to jump into the sea. Yeah, I don't need to go into space. I've always felt strongly about that. I don't quite know why. I think it's because I don't like flying. I've interviewed astronauts on my less unhinged American Legion podcast. And they talk about when they go to the bathroom. That's the thing that people are most excited about. How do people go to the bathroom in space? I have a hard enough time going to the bathroom on Earth. Yeah, Steve, you keep all your stuff on Earth. That's where it should stay. Is there anywhere I would like to go that I haven't been? Yes, an ice castle. I want to sleep in an ice castle. Is my watch broken? No, don't think so. I did update it last night, and now I don't know how to use it anymore. Oh, you've been to an ice castle in Alaska? Maybe I'll go to an ice castle in Alaska at some point. Oh, you just had this conversation with your brother, and you both said the same thing I did with the, depth of the ocean. There's a lot of cool things in the ocean. I'll be honest, I really took a pensive turn. I felt like I was about to say something really serious. Like internally, I was just like, yeah, the ocean. The ocean's where my father went when he left me. But instead I was like, yeah, there's a lot of cool things in the ocean. Just love it. Want to go to an ice castle. Isn't it funny how I'm cold all the time, Trish, but like I still want to sleep in an ice castle? You're moving to a base with your husband soon. What should you expect? Do you want to say what base and branch? You don't have to if you don't want to. If just general advice, you can make friends. Don't go in with preconceived notion. It's just like a regular place where some people are jerks and some people are nice and some people are shy. The baggers at the commissary, that's usually one that gets people. You go to check out, and then there's people that rush up to bag your stuff, and then they take it out to your car, and then you tip them. It's a weird system. Air Force is between three: Del Rio, Texas, Oklahoma, or Mississippi. Okay, Del Rio, you're not going to really be near much, but it's a pilot training type deal. My husband went to pilot training there. Oklahoma, those are going to be all, you're going to be a little bit more isolated in Del Rio, I think. Mississippi's probably Biloxi, I think. I think you're going to have a good time. those aren't bad. You're gonna see, it's kind of like, you're gonna see the gamut of it, you know, like you're not really near anything big, so you'll have to rely on the commissary and the BX. I've never been to any of those things, any of those places. It was great to meet you too, Bird. You're in Arizona now, hoping for something different. Well, yeah, then definitely Mississippi, or even Oklahoma will be pretty different. So yeah, just go in with an open mind. Go in, join the Facebook groups on Facebook. Bruce is here. And when you do that, just watch. You don't have to, you can just kind of like do a vibe check. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different, check to make, put in for housing right away. If, you know, you're going to live on base. So sometimes these places have really long wait lists. Just try to keep yourself occupied. Come to Scotland, there's a castle where you can stop. I would love to. I want to come to do the Edinburgh Fringe, but I'm so bad at planning things and doing things in advance. It's a real problem. Come here. You want to be brushed? Hi, Pat. Oh, I got a meow. Meow. Love to come to Edinburgh. Okay. Okay. It is hard making friends. Just in general, as an adult, how many actual friends do you have? I was thinking the other day when I was in the shower, I was like, you can be a bad friend, but can you be a bad acquaintance? I overshare. You could try that. Best card trick ever. Thank you, Affordable Armory. Okay. Number 4. We spend a year on the toilet in our lifetime. Gross. I have no time for toilet humor. I suppose this isn't meant to be humor, but it says that we spend an entire year sitting on the toilet. Not everybody in the world has toilets. Fact website. Bruce is back. Oversharers unite. Your husband just got picked up for recruiting, Air Force recruiting, Marine recruiting. Tell him to go and check out all, like Staff Sergeant Butterworth, Sergeant Marines, Sergeant Williams Marines, CO Young Guns, the people that I follow on Instagram. Go check them out and see what they're doing recruiting wise, and you can kind of get a good idea of you know, how you can have fun with it. Nothing has to be bad. You can put your own spin on it. So your son just heard the toilet fact and suddenly I'm interesting. Did I grow up around military? My grandfather was in the Marines. Oh, my cat is stealing my cards. My dad was in the Army. But my dad was out, like, when I was really little. But he carried on that energy throughout my life. First responders here, thinking about joining the military. Any suggestions on which branch? I will always suggest the Air Force. But there is a certain amount of, like, what are you interested in doing? You want to continue on with that. I mean, first responder, like, you want to go maybe be a PJ kind of a thing, pararescue jumpman. There's a lot of cool Air Force things. I don't know. I'm a bit Air Force biased. So you're a medic. There you go. How old are you? Are you? Well, let me ask you. You don't have to tell me. Think about, because that kind of factors into, like, are you in your 30s? Some people are joining like when they're 40 now. What's the oldest? Oh, you're 18. Okay. Have you considered any of the academies at all? I say that because people don't apply because they think that they won't get in, and it's a heck of an experience. Anyway, if you're 18 and you're kind of like, hey, I'm already doing this, it sounds like you've kind of got your act together already. So go Air Force. But check them out. Check out the different people. See what passes the vibe check for you. Sergeant Williams, Marines. He can give you the lowdown on the Marine stuff. You know, I say Air Force. I say Air Force. Go Air Force. We're getting a lot of Air Force. Naval Academy. Yeah, see, Kelly's in. Aim high. Aim high. Okay. Next fact. In a group of 23 people, there's a 50% chance that 2 people will share a birthday. All right, let's see if that's true. Somebody say when their birthday is. You don't have to say the year. Birthday. Why did you steal my thing? Bruce. 2 birthdays. Let's see if we can find 2 birthdays. August 22nd, December 20th, October 6th, October 15th, August 3rd, August 17th, we're getting closer. January 23rd, August 3rd. Oh, is that 2 August 3rds? 8/11, 9/12, February 1st, January 30th, 8/20. Did we already find it? Somebody else is 8/20? I think we might have. That was quick. We got 2 8/20s already. Look at that. Woo! I almost broke my computer. Okay, we did it. we proved that fact. Well done. Sea lions, all right, here's number 6. Sea lions are the only animals that can clap to a beat. Get ready to groove. Sea lions are not only adorable creatures, but they're also the only animals capable of clapping to a beat. Sea lions have rhythm? All right. I don't know what they use that skill for. Keesler and Biloxi went to tech school there. Nice, yeah. Keesler. Did they test every animal? Yeah. Bruce, you can play the drums. Where'd you go? Thought gorillas would be able to as well. Yeah, I would think gorillas could clap to a beat too. What's up with that? Okay. Here's this next one. And it's disgusting. I'm not a fan of it. At all. Oh my goodness, Lauren, you're going to use that information? Yay, we're learning. All right, we're making a difference. Heck yeah. This next one. So I have a lot of words that I don't like to use. They're primarily usually around bathroom things. So I'm just going to spell this one out. Well, actually, no, I won't. I'll say gas. Here's the problem. This one's got me in a lot of weird discussions with a doctor because I started saying mouth gas, which... Okay. Downstairs gas. Travel at 7 miles per hour. Disgusting. You can get pulled over in a school zone for that. Not cool. Glass balls bounce higher than rubber balls. If you're given a glass ball and a rubber ball, what do you think would bounce higher? Well, you just freaking told me. Glass balls bounce higher than rubber balls. I don't know if I have a glass ball. I have glass. How can that be? Here's what it says. Glass balls bounce higher than rubber balls. Just be careful not to drop it. What? You'd have to drop it to make it bounce. Absolute buffoons. It snows metal on Venus. What? The snow on Venus is made of metal. We think we have it bad. The people on Venus. Dang. Hello from upstate New York. Yeah, I would think they would smash too, Vicky. It's ridiculous. It'll only bounce once. Yeah, I would think glass would break too. Look, fact website. Shove it. Adult cats only meow to humans, not other cats. Bruce, you think I'm a human? Do you guys want to see Bruce lose his mind? Yeah, I'll have to leave for about 10 seconds. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves! Let's see if this fact is true. Adult cats only meow to humans, not other cats. Oh, hey, Bruce. Hi, buddy. What do you have here? You want some of this? Are you meowing to me? Okay. Meow. I think he's proving. Okay. Ready? Sit. Good boy. Dolphins are better dancers. It's true. It does look like wood shavings. It's actually fish. Yeah? Yeah? Are you posing? Yeah. Fish flakes. Yeah, he can sit. Ready? Here, where are you going? No, you gotta come up here. Come on. Come on. Come on up. Don't knock over my stuff. What are you doing? Whoa. Ready? Sit. All the way. Thank you. Sometimes he tries to cheap out. So I've occasionally tried to give him, like I'll try to give him the whole thing. Not to like eat it all, but he won't. I would think that that would be like a party. You know what I mean? If you're just like, here you go, Bruce. Go to town. Oh, I was wrong. Apparently, if you put him on camera, he will try to eat all of it. So. Your cat plays fetch. He doesn't play fetch, but he'll chase things a bit. You're making a mess. Here. Okay. Oh my goodness, Millicent, I'm so sorry about your father. Oh yeah, definitely. I hope he's feeling good at the end. They're able to fix it and he can get back to normal. Thanks for all the likes on TikTok. It keeps telling me a thing that says, oh, the likes push you up into different things so that other people can see how weird you are. Good morning. Thank you, Steve. Okay. All right. We just proved that adult cats do meow. And there's Bruce. He says hi. What are my badges? Like the badges that people send me? Sometimes people send badges, which is lovely. Okay, focus. What? You said 20 facts and there was only 10 facts? This is from, it never ceases to crack me up when businesses that have no business doing things, like this is a credit union, and here's a website. Here's on their website, sunmark.org, 16 facts that sound fake but are 100% true. It's a credit union. Why are you putting out facts? Why are you trying to be something you're not? And of course, there's something disgusting. Adding salt to pineapple makes it taste sweeter. This works because it suppresses the bitterness in the pineapple. If I put salt on me, will I be sweeter? I would have a matching hat. Who said I'm having? What's the matter? Okay. Oh, meow at me. I gave you treats. Okay. Oh, God, that's a horrible fact. You're a credit union. You're a credit union. Do you want to know it? It's horrible. Okay. All right. It says, the air you breathe in a train station is 15% human skin. If you think leaving a train station will save you from inhaling skin, just know that about 80% of the floating specks you see in a sunbeam are also skin. Oh, God. He's purring. How do you purr when we live in this world? That's disgusting. That is horrifying. I would say top 10, one of the worst facts that we have learned. Oh, that was horrible. That was really bad. Don't Google it. Okay. No. Are you trying to comfort me? Yeah, that was gross. All right, here's another one. You are 10 times more likely to get bit by a New Yorker than a shark. You're also more likely to get bit by a New Yorker than you are a rat. That's a great fact. I'm with you on that one, Sunmark. That's funny. Can we chat about base Christmas parties? Yours is the 15th. Are you going? Get it going on? Wear your Christmas sweater? Hi, Barry Scott. Ugh. So gross. Can't believe we breathe. The air you breathe in a train station is 15% human skin. Gross. Absolutely disgusting. Revolting. Last year at your base Christmas party, you won a treadmill and a Peloton. Holy heck. We didn't have prizes. The Navy, at their military balls, they give away prizes. Watching from Ohio, thank you. Hi, everybody. How many times do I cut my hair? I cut my hair, well, right now, so I'm growing out the top because I got this hair dust and really liking, I want to see what it looks like when it's super long on top. And I'm trying to grow out this bit. I want to have more to play with. So it's been a little bit since I've done that. I do like the sides being short, but sometimes, here's the thing, people get so hung up about hair, like what their hair is or what it means. And you should just have it however you want to play with it or what you want to do with it. Always. That's always what you should do with your body. Okay. Oh, peaches and nectarines are the same fruit. A recessive gene can prevent them from being fuzzy, and that's what makes the difference. What? No. Are you telling me that peaches and nectarines grow on the same tree? What is happening? Peaches and nectarines are the same fruit. A recessive gene can prevent them from being fuzzy, and that's what makes the difference. So if it's hairy, it's a peach. If it's smooth, it's a nectarine. Oh, thank you for sending the rose. Fruit is... Is fruit a verb? I didn't know that. So nectarines are bald peaches. Yeah, I guess a nectarine is a bald peach. I'm gonna start when my husband comes home. I'm gonna call him a nectarine. All right, nectarine, you're just a bald peach. It's because he's bald, but he's also a peach. Fruited. Fruited is a verb. How do you fruit someone? Fruiting. Oh, fruiting like a plant can fruit. And the plant has fruited. Got it. Your mom likes nectarines but not peaches. She likes a recessive gene. Is her name Jean? Oh, you're making your first ever YouTube video making Dutch apple pie? Ooh, I bet that sounds good. Hi from Flippin', Arkansas. That's really funny because you could be like, where are you from? I'm from Flippin', Arkansas. Okay. No, this is not a real, this can't be. Why would a credit union lie to me? Can you tell me that? Why would a credit union lie to me? This is this fact that they're trying to peddle to me right now. Okay? If you play music to a cheese wheel, the tune will affect its flavor. If you play music to a cheese wheel, cheese wheels have the strongest flavor when they've listened to hip hop. No, your fact is wrong. If I watched movies, you'd know what fruiting is. I don't watch movies because they try to make me feel. I don't want to be manipulated. It makes me uncomfortable. The vibration changes the cheese outcome. This is what we're coming up with. Pick a card, any card. Pick a card. I know that music affected plants. 10 of diamonds. Thank you, Jody. Oh, no, we don't need that fact. That's a scary fact. If you unwind a roll of Scotch tape fast enough, it can generate enough X-rays to image a human finger. You need to unwind the tape with a vacuum at 3 centimeters per second. No. I don't give the middle finger because I feel like it's too hurtful, so I do this. So that's not a real fact. If I have to put something in a vacuum, no. Fir trees can grow in human lungs. Oh, 28-year-old patient reportedly inhaled the seed of a fir tree, grew in his lung. What if you inhaled a peach pit? And it grew a recessive gened peach, which turned into a nectarine. Can you get a card reading? Yeah, sure. You're a queen. Not bad. That is a bit, that's a big lung. That's a good point. Oh, thank you so much, Kayla Ann. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for clicking the like button things. Thank you. I appreciate it. I like seeing all the blips. I like the comments. I like seeing it. The peach would only grow if you're in Georgia. Oh, thanks for sending a rose, Crystal. Thank you. You are also a queen. Mosquitoes can smell which blood type you are. They're twice as likely to bite someone who is type O as opposed to A. That makes sense. That's why they're all over me. I'm O. Lies. Okay, let's see what else do we think. Those were crazy facts. Boston University. Can we trust Boston University to give us real facts as opposed to a credit union? Oh my God, this website looks like it was made in 1994. This is probably a student. No, this is terrible. Boston University, you let me down. All right, let's, to the bees. People's heart rates synchronized to a degree with music's rhythm. Okay, but that's not as cool as cheese changing its very structure. You know what I mean? Your blood type can change if you have a bone marrow. Okay. Your ribs, if removed, can actually grow back as the perichondrium membrane is intact. They're the only bones in mammals to grow back. Our ribs can grow back? What kind of freaks are we? Cool. Has anybody ever grown back their rib? Have I partnered with TAPS? Yes. The Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, yeah, they're awesome. Yes. We can grow back our ribs, guys. Has anybody here ever grown back a rib? Tell me. Tell me. All right. I'm on the hunt to find somebody that's grown back a rib. Yeah, as long as you have the perichondrium membrane, and I don't know what that is, but as long as you have it, your ribs can grow back. Okay. Speaking of product names, Pepsi was originally called Brad's Drink. When it was renamed Pepsi, came from a word for indigestion because the cola drink was meant to soothe your stomach, and it was sold at pharmacies. Let's start calling Pepsi Brad's Drink. Can I have a Brad's Drink? Excuse me, do you carry Coke or do you carry Brad's? Oh my God, sorry, I meant to text that to my mom. What if we were cannibals and ate our own ribs? Oh my God. But think, it must take, how long does it take to all right. This is what the news should be. We read something, because the news is not, like, there's so many advertisers that are involved and just nonsense. If the news was just somebody going, that is a fact, let's look it up. Okay. What was it? How long how long until ribs grow back? And I want you to know I'm not sponsored by the rib industry. Okay, NebraskaMedicine.com. Brace yourselves. No, you're just telling me how long it takes to heal. No. How fast do ribs regenerate? 3 months is optimistic. Partially regrowing over 6 months. The NCBI morphological study of rib regeneration. We found this out. People in Quora that are like, no, it doesn't grow back. The Times of India, 2014. They can, unlike salamanders, mammals can't regenerate lost limbs, but they can repair large sections of their ribs. And now scientists have discovered what gives rib cells their healing power. What is it? Tell me. University of California says, using CT imaging, oh my God, get to the point. Get to the point right now. The 8 centimeters of missing bone and 1 centimeter of missing cartilage did partially repair after 6 months. As long as you have your perichondrium, the missing sections failed to repair even after 9 months. However, when they removed rib cartilage but left its perichondrium, the missing sections entirely repaired within 1 to 2 months. Keep your perichondrium, which we don't know what it is. Of course there's a rib industry. If there's a marketing agency for eggs, you know there's a marketing agency for ribs. Big Rib. And as you can see, I don't know how to drink. Rob says if the rib is removed, it won't grow back, but damaged ribs will grow back. You'll only need a tiny bit of barbecue sauce. Oh, did I know that cancer cells could be immortal if they didn't kill the host? Oh my God, that's horrible. So what if our whole body was filled with perichondrium? I love how I've had to read that out so many times and have made no effort to try to pronounce it correctly. Cells for regenerative therapy. So, early days. Early days. All right, let's see what else we can do. Okay. The population of Earth would fit inside Texas at the same density as New York City. Texas is big. He's big. John Adams and Thomas Jefferson both died on the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Wow. They've also got some pretty intense hair. I have been to George Washington's house. So basically what I did there was I took two people that were around that same time, and then I tried to make a link with somebody that I tried to like relate it to something that happened to me. I went to George Washington's house, and they let you walk around, and they had some like furniture that was there that they said had been there since whenever, and I asked some questions of the docents, and they were like rude about it. I was like, like who was in charge of his estate? You know what I mean? In case you want to completely distort your sense of history, Pocahontas and William Shakespeare died within a year of each other and less than 150 miles apart. Pocahontas and William Shakespeare died 150 miles apart from each other? They were alive at the same time? Yeah, that is strange. John Tyler, what? John Tyler, the 10th president of the United States, has a living grandchild. Is it 400? Well, thank you, Jean. Jean? I assume your name is Jean and not Jean. Sorry. I try to be respectful. I try. Sometimes I fail, but I will apologize. Do any of you have like a like I follow the rules. I'm a good rule follower, but if I'm not going to follow the rules, I will blatantly tell you I'm not going to follow the rules. I don't know where that came from. Okay. Lighters were invented before. No, lighters were not invented before matches. Fact checked. Lighters invented before matches. No. Lighters were invented before matches. The first lighter was invented in 1823, while the match was created in 1826. Way to go back in time. Is there like a... Today I found out. What? Someone tells me that matches were invented in northern China in 577. So, however, by definition of match, they are incorrect. The match they are referring to, the one they say came before the lighter, was nothing more than sticks, not toothpick size, but actual sticks they found laying around, soaked with a flammable chemical. Okay, I feel like we fact-checked it. We found out maybe not so accurate. Taken on misinformation day after day. Bruce, you want a treat? You want a misinformation treat? Looks like matches were actually invented in China in 577. Come here, Bruce. Come on, let's celebrate. You ready? Come on. You want some fish? Come on up. Come on out. Come see. Here, I'll put it up there and you can have it whenever you get out of your feelings. This. You do love it. It's your fish. Okay. Hello, Ducky Fire. All right. spreading misinformation. No, we're removing it. Remember yesterday when we learned that spiders have paws? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Helen. What else? Canned food was invented about 100 years before can openers. I can see that. A kind of moth is found in Madagascar that almost entirely subsists on the tears of sleeping birds. Oh, thank you, Heather. I'm being telephoned. Bon appetit, Bruce. Another fun fact, dung beetles navigate using the Milky Way. Yeah, you do. There are more castles in Germany than there are McDonald's in the United States. Drinking a good amount of 100% pure water will kill you. It will leach vital minerals out of your body. A good amount. So it's not good if it's going to kill you, right? How about journalistic integrity, BuzzFeed? Oh, I can't say that. Kangaroos. Oh my God. All right, we're out. We're out. They just showed me 3 very private parts on a kangaroo. And now I am scarred. Scarred for life. We're going to put the hood up for that one. That was too much. That was too much for all of us. Oh my God. Do not Google kangaroo private parts. Don't give me this physically impossible for you to lick your elbow. We've all heard it. Ketchup leaves the bottle at a measured speed. Don't give me lame facts. You know? I'm out. Oh. One species of jellyfish is immortal. Is it like my ribs? Snails have been known to sleep up to 3 years. Aw, sleepy snails. We're not intentionally looking at kangaroo parts. This is Bruce. Do you want to say hi? He does his own thing. Horses and cows can sleep standing up, but they only dream when lying down. And what do we think horses and cows dream of? Koala fingerprints are almost indistinguishable from humans, so much so they can taint crime scenes. And koalas have syphilis. Actually, they have chlamydia, but if you tell the internet they have syphilis, you'll have a lot of people that say, they have chlamydia. Not after I'm done with them. Am I drinking alcohol? This is a Zions energy drink. Caffeine. Is caffeine alcohol? Just having a little midstream sleep. Okay. You think your stomach growls? Ghost crabs literally growl using teeth in their stomachs. Ew. What is a ghost crab? What does it look like? Let's Google it. Let's find out right now. Ghost crab. Ghost crab, baby. Ghost crab, you're pretty cute. Why you got teeth in your stomach? Little baby ghost crab. That's kind of cute. Looks a little bit like a, what's the thing with the, kids are really into them now. They're like this, and they are in the water, and they're kind of like bright. Did you know if you hold a squirrel up to your ear, you can hear a squirrel attacking you? Did you know that? You knew. Oh, here's my story. When I was in high school, I went to a very religious school, but I used to get away with a lot of stuff. I've always been able to get away with things. I think because my people just are very confused by me. So, super religious friends. And then for Christmas one year, I gave them crabs. I gave them crabs in a jar. Not like in an aquarium type thing, because you could buy crabs from the store. Axolotl, thank you. You could buy crabs from the store, and I brought them into the school, and I said, here, for Christmas, I gave you crabs. I also gave them a book on septuagenarian sex. Sperm whales in the Caribbean have a different accent than other whales in the ocean. Glow-in-the-dark sharks. The stage before frostbite is known as frostnip. It's a little cute. People who suffer from bothanoptropy believe they are a cow and will try to live their life as a cow. How many people has that happened to? Fact check. Is it a real thing? The most famous sufferer of this condition was King Nebuchadnezzar, who in the book of Daniel was driven from men and did eat grass as oxen. What? You're telling me in the Bible, how often is this happening? Is it real? This is the pharmaceuticaljournal.com. How many people suffer from it? Thank you for sending a rose, Bobby Brown. Spiders are nearsighted and they have paws. Okay, it's got a Wikipedia. How many people have it? Hypnosis, suggestion, and autosuggestion may contribute to the belief that you are a cow. In popular culture, in The Cow, an Iranian movie, the protagonist lives in a cowshed and eats hay after being led to believe that his beloved dairy cow has run away. Well, that just sounds sad. It doesn't sound like that many people are suffering from this. So it sounds like kind of a thing. But I don't know if you get a misinformation treat on that. Every continent except Antarctica has at least one McDonald's. Okay. Baked beans aren't baked, they're stewed. Stewed beans. From now on, they will be known as stewed beans. I want things to be direct. I want people to be honest. That's all I want in the world. You tell me how it is. Some cats are allergic to people. As you can see, he just left because he's got a sneeze. See, there's some of these facts, like I much prefer the baked beans aren't baked, they're stewed fact over this one, which is sunsets on Mars are blue. You're like, okay, great. I don't know what you want me to do about it, but whatever. Go correct the labels on your beans in your cupboard. Yeah, you're stewing these beans. You're not, I've never even thought about them, whether or not they were baked. Tell the truth. National Kale Day is celebrated on the first Wednesday of October. Shauna, you were here the first day when we learned that kale has a marketing board. You know they bought that day. Bacon is fried. Spider webs were used as bandages in ancient times. Fact check. Were spider webs used as bandages in ancient Greece and Rome? Doctors used spider webs to make bandages for their patients. This is according to LaredoHands.com. Spider webs have a natural antiseptic and antifungal properties. What? which can help keep wounds clean and prevent infection. It's also said the spider webs are rich in vitamin K, which helps promote clotting. That's gross. I will use a Band-Aid. And Bactitration. Antibiotics. They used spider webs were used as bandages? Were they just like, they're just out there being the Band-Aid corporation for us? What made them think that they should do that? And how big were these spider webs? Dog spit can heal athlete's foot. Ugh. That's a lot of spider work. It's gross. You're an expert on the history of mourning and death practices, if anyone has any questions. Yes, all the questions. Give us some fun facts. Okay. I don't think President Lyndon B. Johnson owned a water surfing car. I thought it said cat initially, and I was much more interested. You didn't intend to join the live, but you're very glad you learned that. You're welcome. I'm glad that you, just so you know, we learned yesterday that spiders have paws. Useless knowledge should be a doctor of choice. Okay, but you say useless, Bobby? But what if we are in the middle of nowhere and we get wounded, and now I can be like, well, let's wrap that spider web around you. And you can be like, I remember. I remember when you said that. In the Civil War, they brought people home to their loved ones, but it's way too often was not their loved one. Oh, I can believe that. Yeah, I love useless knowledge. I got my doctorate in useless knowledge. Dolphins may seem like happy-go-lucky creatures. No, they don't. Dolphins are evil. Never forget. But they actually sleep with one eye open. Alfred Hitchcock was afraid of eggs. There's a company that turns dead bodies into ocean reefs. The company is called Eternal Reefs. Fact check. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Oh, first of all, they have reviews. Who is reviewing? Oh, the family. I kind of thought it would not the dead person. They were able to, okay, so it's real. There's one person that left just 1 star. Okay, Eternal Reefs is an approved charitable organization that you can get a free kit. Reef balls. Eternal Reefs is a part of the Reef Ball family of companies. So they help to rebuild the reefs by planting you under the sea. And so you can be buried to help rebuild. Let's see how much it costs. Okay. I want you all to know this in advance. I don't know if any of you have ever tried to bury someone and that came out wrong. If you've ever had to run a funeral, it happens at like the last, like you're having to make all these crazy decisions at the last minute. And if you can go into it with like a sense of, hey, they're going to ask me, how much do I want to spend? They're going to try to guilt me. You got to remember that it's a business. You're in this funeral home, you know, it's still a business. They still need to make money to stay afloat. And if you can think about it a little bit in advance, like I have, where I want to be stuffed, you can save a lot of pain. So here we go. Base price. If you want to be buried, if you want to be, if you die and you want it to be part of your wishes to help rebuild the reefs, base price $5,000. It is called the Aquarius. The Aquarius is designed for the remains of one person and a family pet. The pets, they're not going to kill the pet, right? Like you wait till it dies? Is it if you had some sort of accident with both you and your cat? Bruce, do you want to be in a reef? I'm just saying, don't put a live pet. No matter how much you want. In the UK, we call lice crab. Yes, we do that too here. Okay, $5,000. That's your base price. Up next, $6,000. It can accommodate up to 2 sets of remains, and is also frequently used for individuals and their pets. You can be buried with your pet, and you can be buried with another person. Again, we are assuming that they are all passed away. They are all dead. Then we jump up to $9,000. 4 feet high. Look at that. By 5'6" wide. It's as wide as me. It's a pinnacle of the reef and attracts the larger species of sea life. The Mariner can accommodate up to 4 sets of remains and is frequently used for spouses or family members to be together. You want to be buried under the sea with your family? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you want to have an eternal reef unattended, $4,000, $5,000, $8,000. This is in Sarasota. Okay, here's what's included. The eternal reef of your choice. Family participation in the casting, dedication, and placement. A bronze plaque with inscription. So you got a plaque in the reef. Does that not affect the reef? These are questions. Transportation of the eternal reef to the reef site, a GPS survey to record the specific longitude and latitude of the eternal reef. So just think about things in advance. Okay, yeah, there you go. Pam, you have a fear of the ocean. You don't want to be buried under the reef. You don't care. You're like, I don't want this. That's totally fine. Thank you for sending all the likes. Thank you for hitting the button. Because for some reason, that is the only, otherwise it like, okay, then you could be made into a tree. But, hey, we fact checked it. No spreading of misinformation. You can get buried in a reef. Exciting. Okay. Nope, don't give me an ad about pizza. Oh, and we also learned, if you weren't here at the beginning, we learned that snakes can predict earthquakes. Your funny bone is actually a nerve. Also, baked beans are not baked, they're stewed. That's important. Research shows that all blue-eyed people may be related. Hear that, Bruce? Me and you. Hello, Medops or Medops. Hi, Bobby. Bobby, I'm just teaching people about how snakes can predict earthquakes. Baked beans are not baked, they're stewed. If you want, you can be buried at the bottom of the ocean. Base price is $6,000. Also, it's 64 degrees where I am, but I still have this jacket on. What about soup beans? I have to go to South Carolina. Goodbye. which is funny. Just be like, I have to go. Thank you. Thank you for hitting the buttons. Green eyes are apparently rare. I have 1 green eye and 1 brown eye. Ooh, I like that. Should we have beans on toast today? Snakes have more use. Yeah. If you have blue eyes, you're related. My eyes, yeah, they're pretty blue, right? Because I'm always cold. $6,000 to be buried under the ocean. But it is expensive to be buried in general. I mean, that's what I'm trying to prep people. If you have somebody that dies in your life and you're in the funeral home and you're like, oh my God, you start to feel guilty because you want to bury your loved one properly, but then you're like, they're dead. They don't care if they're in a wicker basket. And they're like, no, it needs to be gold lined. And you're like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I, again, reiterate, I've said this many times, want to be stuffed. Jeff, sorry for missing me in Charleston. I was deployed. Ah, my goodness, I'm glad you're back. Aloha. Okay, your husband wants to be made into fireworks. Oh, Christine, you want to be? Your husband wants to be made into fireworks. Let's see how much that costs, so that you can be prepared. Cremation fireworks. Okay, opal cremation. How much does it cost? Cremation fireworks cost in the neighborhood of $1,000 to $3,500. This includes preparation of the departed's ashes, as well as a short fireworks display given to give them a spectacular send-off. At the moment, there are only a handful of companies that provide the service, since it's a new practice, and there are permits that need to be obtained. So there you go. Actually, that doesn't sound too unreasonable. You can be buried under the sea in a reef, or for $5 to $6 grand, or $9 grand if you want to have more than one person. You guys all go at once. Or you can be sent off into fireworks. So fireworks, $1,000 to $3,500. Now we know you can be turned into fireworks. What else do we think? What are weird ways? Let's see what it costs to turn into a tree. After death, cost. What? You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Beyond the need to be eco-friendly, tree pod burials are also significantly cheaper than traditional funeral services. Oh, wait, I was reading that wrong. They're not out of their mind. Sorry, I take it back. I'm sorry. Traditional services can cost up to $12 grand, while tree pod burials can range from $1,000 to $4,000, depending on the price of the urn and cremation services in your state. Typically, the biodegradable urn costs $457, but there are cheaper alternatives as well. Then you got to buy the tree. Costs around $2,500. Intact body pods aren't yet available. We're working on it. Okay, so you're looking at like $1 to $4 grand, depending on the type of tree you want to be a tree. Fireworks, what do we learn? Like $1,000 to $3,500. You want to be made into a reef? $5 to $9 grand. All right, let's see other things, other ways to have body after death. Sea burial, memorial diamond. Oh, a mushroom. What's a mushroom burial? Fireworks would be perfect for your unicorn themed funeral. Okay. Actor Luke Perry. I didn't expect that to be the way that this was going to go. The actor Luke Perry, best known for his role as Dylan McKay on the Beverly Hills 90210 series, was buried in a specially made biodegradable mushroom suit after his organs were donated. But how can he come back to life if you donate his organ? Human remains contain toxins that are released into the atmosphere, and the mushrooms conduct the nutrients from the body to fungi in the soil and then pass these nutrients on to the trees. So you can be buried. Ooh, what is this? Interesting. Interesting ways to be buried. He's coming back as a mushroom. Your kids want memorial diamond. Okay. Get turned into a diamond. Depending on what diamond and cut you choose, you can spend as much as $25,000 on your body diamond. So, Bobby, your kids are they're going to be successful. That'll be easy for them. They'll be able to pay for that. Hi from Trinidad. I have to keep my organs. I smoke. They won't want them. Thank you, Iris. You can donate yourself to a body farm. Body farms Or where researchers study human decomposition. Gross. They're also used to train cadaver dogs. Do you get like a gift card if you donate to a body farm? Some people are into body farms. My nectarine is home. Looks like he went to the store. I'm going to tell him some fun facts. You'll get to hear Bruce go, meow, 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 meow. Dad, 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 dad. Get yourself made of mushrooms, get planted, grow into a tree, become part of the ocean's habitat, get cremated at a facility that recycles unused energy from its cremations into electricity. Cool. Donate your body to a medical... Hey, Nectarine! Babe, I've learned some things today. One, I'm broadcasting to the nation. Here are some things that we've learned. One, peaches and nectarines are the same. There's a recessive gene that causes peaches to be nectarines. They're the same thing. The one makes it peachy, furry. One gives it peach fuzz, and the other makes it bald. So you're my nectarine.
I'll be your nectarine, baby.
Thank you. Here's fact 2. Baked beans are not baked.
Good point.
They're stewed.
Good point. You got some sharp listeners out there.
What do you mean sharp listeners? I found the facts.
Oh, you found it? Well, of course you're sharp. Sharp, sharp, sharp. Did you know a hammer
I'm going back to bald peach.
and a spear are the same thing? If you beat on a hammer long enough, it becomes a spear.
Don't get me
You are
kicked
such
off.
a hammer.
Kicked off these things with your violent acts of spears. Okay, another thing. Snakes can predict earthquakes. This is our recap. Snakes can predict earthquakes. Beans are stewed, not baked. You started washing your hands. Have you no curiosity?
Oh, I'm very curious. I'm wondering how, I guess snakes, because they can feel the vibrations. So they're not really predicting, they're just getting advanced.
What do you mean they're not really predicting? I had a whole thing where snakes were wearing hats and ties, and you come in and you're like, well, no, they're not actually predicting it.
Well, hats and ties are fine. They have crystal balls.
Oh, wait. Yesterday we learned that ties actually take off almost 10% of blood supply to your brain. So ties actually make you dumber. Okay, but that was yesterday. Snakes can predict earthquakes 5 days in advance from 75 miles away. And you're just like, yeah, whatever. What enthuses you?
When tectonics happens, it happens in the little micro bits, and the snakes may be more sensitive to it.
How do you come to me with tectonics, and I come to you with snakes wearing bow ties?
You're very creative.
Okay. We also learned if you want to have your body put into a reef, you can do it. How much would you spend to have your body put into the ocean to help save reefs? And also it can be you and a pet, and they're not clear on whether or not the pet is dead.
So I become coral food?
Yeah. You help to build up the reef.
Oh, so it's the calcium in the bones and stuff.
They put you into like a thing, and then it's put on the reefs to help save the reefs.
I would pay $1.380 for that.
Base price $5,000.
What?
You and a pet?
Do I get to live on that reef until I die?
Well, yeah, you. Spoiler alert, you are dead. What else did we learn? Was that it? Oh, fireworks are probably the cheapest. If you want your remains scattered into a fireworks display, it's about $1,000 to $3,000.
What was $1,000 to $3,000?
Made into a fireworks display. Oh, you bought me a drink. You can throw it. Fireworks, trees. You can also be put into a mushroom soup.
Mushroom soup? Yeah, go for that.
You'd be made into a mushroom soup?
Yeah.
You don't have to answer this, but if I was dead, no. never mind. I won't ask this. Okay, spiders. This is another fact we learned. Spider webs were used as Band-Aids.
Sounds like a good use of the spider web.
They're antibacterial. They're full of vitamin K, and you can use them as they're going to take over the Band-Aid corporation. Band-Aid should use spiders as
You mean plaster casts?
plaster casts. Are you being very UK right now? There's somebody on here that wants to know if I'm a lesbian. Can you answer that?
Not yet.
He's still trying. Bald peach. We learned about bald peaches. Does it mention the cost for a pet giraffe? I don't know. How would you? You'd have to have really high ceilings. Okay, there was one other fact, and then we'll go eat. Snakes. Every time you're in a train station, is your mouth full? When you're in a train, every time you're in
Only with me on the train.
when you're in a train station, every time you breathe in, you're breathing in 15% of the air you breathe in is human skin.
Huh.
That doesn't affect you at all.
Wear your mask.
Ooh, so that you don't breathe in skin. Also, the sun, all those particles that you see in the sun, the things like this, that's skin.
Skin?
Mm-hmm. And can you just verify that you understand, because this will be recorded, you understand that later on, what are you eating? Sushi. Pretzels. You understand that if I were to die before you, that you will have me stuffed and placed in whatever hussy you marry's house, because I know you'll remarry. You're not loyal enough after death. You will remarry, and then you will make sure that you carry around my stuffed body so that I am a constant reminder of the better wife.
I'll contact Cheyenne and see what I'm supposed to do. Because if I stuff you, I'm going to have you whole.
How dare you? I haven't even talked about that story. They don't even know the pictures that we have up in the house, and now there's only one photograph. For another time. For another time. All right, I'm gonna go eat pretzels. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys.
Bye.
He says bye. Bye, bye. Pet giraffes go for 40 to 50 grand. Older males go for 10,000. Another win for older males. Bing. Hang on.